If you have not yet watched my comparison of two books covering IGKO Olympiad, that is MTG workbook and Oswald book, both class 7, links are in the description, check that out. It features a tactic which I am following this year that will guide my child to ace his Olympiad. Whether you are a fellow parent or just looking for a supportive space to learn and grow alongside your child, you are in the right place. Welcome to Creative Mizat. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos. Let's grow this community together. This video is continuation of the Foundation Course series Biology Class 7 Nutrition in Animals. This is Chapter 2. Please find the Chapter 1 Nutrition and Plants already covered in this channel. Note that I have also covered the MCQs of the chapter where my son has a live reaction taking up the quiz along with you guys are also shared. With all that out of the way, let's start today's topic, nutrition in animals. As always, we will start the chapter with concept map where they have consolidated all the points that is being covered in this chapter. Animal nutrition. Plants. As we have all learned, plants are called autotrophs. Okay, autotrophs. This was discussed in the previous chapter. Autotrophs, that is, they produce their own food. So, what are heterotrophs? Heterotrophs are animals. Okay, this is what we are going to see in this chapter, heterotrophs. So animals exhibit heterotrophic mode of nutrition, that is, they cannot synthesize their own food and obtain it from plants. Okay, so animal, for example, deer. Okay, they obtain their energy by eating plants directly. Okay, they only eat plants directly. So deer are called as herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals. They eat only plants to obtain their nutrition. Herbivorous. Okay. Animals, for example, lion, which eats plant indirectly, which eats plants indirectly, which eat plants indirectly, eating the animals that eat plants. Okay, indirectly by eating animals that eat plants. So these animals, carnivores, they eat only animals. Okay, this category of animals are called as carnivores. So there are some animals that eat both plants and animals. For example, bear. Okay, they are called as omnivores. They eat both plants and animals. They are called as omnivorous animals. The chapter 2 is divided into two parts. First part, we will be covering the modes of feeding in different animals. Modes of feeding in different animals, and then Holozoic nutrition. So Holozoic nutrition is explained in detail with the help of Amoeba. Okay, and then different stages of Holozoic nutrition, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion is explained. That is covered in this part of the video. These are all covered in this chapter. Different ways of taking food. Nutrition in amoeba, as I said. Human digestive system. It is explained exhaustively. Mouth and buccal cavity, teeth, tongue, esophagus or food pipe, stomach, liver, gallbladder and pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, digestion in ruminants, that is cow, diarrhea and ORT. Animal nutrition has three aspects. What are they? They are nutrient requirements. Next, mode of food intake. Third one is utilization in our body. So these three are the aspects of animal nutrition. We will see one by one. First is nutrient requirement. All organisms, including human beings, require food for growth, repair, and its bodily function. Food consists of many components called as nutrients. Various nutrients along with their functions and sources have been tabulated here. So nutrients, functions and sources. Okay, always remember carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals, roughage, water. Carbohydrates gives energy to our body, cereals, potato, etc. Fats give energy to our body, the oily stuff, the ghee, oil, butter, nuts, etc. Proteins help in growth, very important, all of the NCQs they will ask this, help in growth, repair of tissue, healing of small cuts and wounds, repairing of tissue, this they will ask, repairing of tissue, proteins, milk, egg, meat, pulses, fish, etc. Vitamins help us resist disease, increase immunity, fruits and vegetables, eggs, fish, etc. Minerals help us resist disease, increase immunity, milk, green leafy vegetables, fruits, etc. Roughage helps the body to easily get rid of undigested food, waste matter, whole meal cereals, vegetables, fruits, etc. Water maintain balance of our body fluids, help to move waste matter, helps us to transport nutrients to cells. Water, very very important, water. Drinking water, juices, soups, fruits with high water content, etc. Watermelon, etc. Fruits. So this is the first aspect, nutrient requirement. Why do we need the nutrients? Moving on. So in this paragraph, they have explained what we have already saw, the herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous, which we explained in this diagram. Next page consists of the aspects of animal nutrition, nutrient requirement, mode of intake of food and then utilization in the body. Imagine you have taken food today. It consists of idli and some sambar. So what is this? This form of food that we eat, solid form of food, is insoluble. It is insoluble, complex form. So we take this insoluble complex form of food. Please excuse me, drawing skills. So through our mouth. Okay, through our mouth we intake the food. Okay, and then this insoluble complex form of food gets digested and then it becomes soluble, simple soluble form. Then it gets absorbed. Then the nutrients get absorbed into our cells. So this process where the solid food is taken through the mouth and then digested, then absorbed into the cell, this process is called as Holozoic Nutrition. This type of nutrition, in which animals take in solid food through mouth and converting into simple soluble substance and then absorb it, is referred to as Holozoic nutrition. So this Holozoic nutrition has various steps involved. It has 5 main steps involved in it. So first one is ingestion. Second step is digestion. Third step is absorption. Fourth is assimilation, and then Egestion. So the various steps involved in the process of Holozoic nutrition are as follows. Ingestion is the process of taking in food through mouth opening. This is very important, mouth opening. Digestion is the process of breaking down of complex food, insoluble organic compounds into simple soluble form with the help of digestive juices and made in the body. It's called as digestion. Absorption is the process by which food is in the simple soluble form passes into the body fluids such as blood. Absorption. Assimilation is the process of using the absorbed nutrients by the body cells for producing energy and for growth of the body. Egestion is the process of removal of undigested food or waste matter from the body. In aspect of animal nutrition, we have seen the nutrient requirements in a tabular column containing all the nutrients, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, those. And then next, mode of food intake. So we have been seeing this Holozoic nutrition in detail, that is mouth, the food through mouth, and then it is absorbed into the soluble substance and Holozoic nutrition. We have seen the various steps involved. Next, we will be seeing the mode of food intake, different ways of taking food. So a list is given over here. We will see one by one. First is coiled proboscis. So since different animals eat different types of food, they have different types of feeding organs and different modes of feeding. These are discussed below. First comes the bees, hummingbirds and butterflies suck nectar from flowers. Butterflies have coiled mouthpart called proboscis, which unwinds to straight tubes while feeding. Bees and hummingbirds use their tongue and beak for obtaining flower nectar. So here it is given in the butterfly, it is coiled proboscis. And second one is mosquitoes and leeches. So mosquitoes and leeches have their mouth parts adapted for piercing and sucking blood from body of human beings. A mosquito sucks the blood of animals and human beings with its proboscis. Third, inject digestive juices into the body of the prey. Okay, so a spider weaves a sticky web in which small insects get stuck. It then inject digestive juices into the body of the insect, which digests the body part of the insect. Okay, here what they mean is prey. A spider weaves a sticky web in which small insect gets stuck. Prey. Okay, it then injects digestive juices into the body of the prey, which digests the body part of the prey. Thus, the digestion of a spider's food actually takes place outside the spider's body. The spider then sucks the digested food. So this digestion happens outside the body. I didn't know about this. Okay, next comes fourth is frog. A frog uses its long sticky tongue to catch insect. Frog possesses a well-developed digestive system to digest the food with the help of digestive juices, just like us. So sticky tongue. Next, snail. Snail tend to feed on variety of items found in their natural habitat. Some snails are herbivorous, whereas some are carnivorous. Some marine snails scrape algae. Marine snails scrape algae and other plant matter from surfaces, but others have adapted to drilling or boring or drilling holes in the shellfish. So this scrape and drill happens in marine snails. Okay, to consume meat of their victims. You're likely to find snails around your garden, as this offers them plenty of fresh plants and leaves to eat. If you use herbicides or pesticides on your plants, you may be causing the death of many snails without even realizing it. The last what they have discussed here is some aquatic animals have example sponges, many fishes, etc. filter the tiny food particles from water and feed upon them. They're called as filter feeding. Okay, so filter feeding. These are the different 6 types of modes of taking food they have discussed here. So 2 organisms have also been discussed. First one is unicellular. So paramecium is a slipper-shaped unicellular microscopic organism found in freshwater pools, freshwater ponds, pools, streams, etc. In paramecium, remember this is unicellular. In paramecium, the constant movement of hair-like ciliary process sweeps food particles towards the mouth of the cell for ingestion. So here this is cilia, and the food particles are swept towards its mouth oral groove. Okay, towards the mouth oral groove So that's how paramecium, the unicellular microorganisms, eat food. So it has ciliary. It has ciliary hair-like structures. Next, multicellular. Hydra. The hair-like structure called tentacles. Hydra is a simple multicellular organisms which possesses a number of tentacles around its mouth. The stinging cells present on the tentacles kill the actively moving prey. The food is then pushed into the mouth through tentacles. Inside the body cavity, the digestive juices secreted by the surrounding cells helps to digest the food. So here, paramecium unicellular ciliary hair-like structure, Hydra multicellular tentacles. So these two organisms are discussed here. In the competition window, they have given about filter feeders. Filter feeders are the aquatic animals that feed by straining suspended matter and food particles from water by passing water over a specified filter structure. Filter feeders filter water through specialized teeth, mouthparts, etc., discarding the water and keeping hold of small-sized food particles. Examples of filter feeders include clams, krill, sponge, even blue whale, etc. Some birds such as flamingos and certain species of flamingos and certain species of ducks. Flamingos and ducks also filter feeders. Flamingos filter feed on brine, shrimp and algae using their beaks upside down when feeding. They have a rough surfaced tongue which bumps into the organism and expels water, trapping food in hair-like structure lining the beak that helps the bird to strain mud and other particles from the food they ingest. Filter feeders play an important role in clarifying water and are therefore considered as ecosystem engineers. Ecosystem engineers, filter feeders. So I have just included a video of whale feeding. You can see the blue whale feeding. Wow, it looks so unreal, like an AI generated video. Wow. Next, unicellular organisms, Holozoic nutrition is explained in detail. So Holozoic nutrition is explained in detail with a unicellular microscopic organism called amoeba. Amoeba is a microscopic and unicellular microorganisms found in fresh water, example pond or river water. Amoeba has a cell membrane and a round dense nucleus which control all its function. So this is the nucleus. So they have represented this whole food intake process, Holozoic nutrition, with the example of amoeba explained in a picture from over here. So this is nucleus. There are many bubble-like vacuoles present in cytoplasm. So this place is called as cytoplasm. Surrounding the nucleus is called as cytoplasm. So this amoeba has contractile vacuoles and food vacuoles. So what does a contractile vacuole does? Contractile vacuole help to maintain water and salt balance in amoeba. Okay, and then next comes the food vacuoles. Food vacuoles helps in digestion. So amoeba constantly changes its shape and position. So what do they mean? They mean that in this picture there is a projection over here. Next second maybe there will be projection over here. It keeps changing. That it changes its body shape. It pushes out one or more finger-like projection called as pseudopodia. So in paramecium we saw cilia, in hydra we saw tentacles, in first amoeba we saw pseudopodia. So it pushes It pushes out one or more finger-like projection called pseudopodia or false feet for movement and captures food. It feeds on other microorganisms found in its surrounding. When it senses food, it sends out pseudopodia around the food particle and engulfs it, just like hugging. Okay, the food becomes trapped in food vacuole. So here it is explained all the stages of Holozoic nutrition, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, egestion in amoeba. So this is nucleus is cytoplasm. When they sense the food particle, they gave out the pseudopodia. The pseudopodia engulfs, forming a food vacuole, and then food is engulfed within the food vacuole, engulfed. Okay, digested now, and then they pour in the digested fluids into the food vacuole, and then it digests it. And then it is getting absorbed into the cytoplasm. Then assimilation of digested food. Undigested food is thrown out of the amoeba, that is called as egestion. Digestive juices are secreted into the food vacuole. They act on the food and break it down into simpler substances. Gradually, the digestive food is absorbed. The absorbed substances are used for growth, maintenance, and multiplication. The undigested residue of the food is expelled out of the through the vacuole. So that is the nutrition in amoeba. Here I have included a clip showing the same. Next, in the next few pages, some of the extra content is given. Did you know? Portion, activity corner, competition window, some illustrations. I have included over here. You can pause the video and check it out. You have reached the last part of this video. Part 1 of chapter 2 is discussed here. Next is part 2 discussing human digestive system. Meet you soon with that video. Until then, bye.